Well, day 2 here in New Hampshire. We found some fresh tracks. I think they're definitely over last night, but I don't think they're more than a couple hours old. A good buck track there, and I don't know if there's one doe, two does, or what the deal is. There was tracks all over the road, but they were headed into a pretty good looking piece of woods, so it's still crunchy here. 20 degrees first thing this morning, so I thought our best chance there, and I'm gonna double up on it. I'll do the tracking, and Aaron's just gonna look around and look for the deer, so they're gonna hear us coming, and the first encounter is gonna be the best shot we got, so we'll see how it goes. circles here for a little bit. I thought another buck had come down through here, but this buck's been feeding all over here. He's been around and around, so I think we got it sorted out. Hopefully he's laying down, not far. Got another deer bed here. Doe, I'd say. There's 3 beds right here. But as you can see, we're going to have to put the bayonets on to kill one. Another bed right there. Well, we're headed out. Just got a message from a guy who figured out where we were, and he's got some tips on where to go, so we're going to take him up on it. Well, our new friend Brian got us out of the rabbit hellhole we've been in. And I've already got some tracks, and they don't look very old. And a couple does. And then a buck. And he's got a pretty good track, but it doesn't seem to be real flat-footed. So, but there's some deer headed up this ridge. Looks way nicer than the woods we've been in. So Aaron's gonna hop out, jump on these. I'm gonna keep going down the road, see if I can find a track to get on. Your head don't sweat with that hat on?
A little bit.
Yeah.
See where it goes.
I'm sure you're gonna follow them at least for a little while. But alright, I didn't even look at my phone. We must have service here somewhere. Yeah, alright. Alright, good luck. Pretty decent stagger in that track. A lot better woods over here. We'll see where he goes in. I already passed a couple sets of doe tracks just past where I left Aaron, going up on that same ridge he's on. So there's some deer around here, and snow conditions look a little better, so may have a little more luck over this way. I found a nice buck track, but it was made yesterday. got a little dust and the snow in it, and just about dark yesterday. It was kind of flurrying a little bit, but he's pretty flat-footed. I don't know. They went in the opposite side of that buck track I see back there. I don't know. He didn't look real flat-footed, but doesn't look that old, so I'm not really that far from Aaron. Well, I'm gonna take that stagger track here. It's not the biggest track in the world. It's definitely a buck, but that big track I saw, he come back across into this piece of woods over here, and some does as well. So there's a group of deer in here, and I can guarantee you this buck knows his way around in there better than I do, and he's going to take us through at least where they've been. Hopefully leads us right to them. So that's the plan. There's like yesterday, there's no rush to get on the first thing you find in the morning. It was almost 1 o'clock yesterday before I got out of the truck and got on that track, and within an hour we were within 30 yards of him. So unfortunately it wasn't in a good spot for us, and the crunchy conditions made it so really hard to sneak up on him after that. But we'll give this one a go, see where he takes us. Track looks a lot better in here. You need some ferns right there. Maybe he's laying down in here. Just see a bobcat run across the ice there. Nice looking cat. So I'm following this track, and I got another one coming back, about the same size. Definitely fresher. The snow's starting to get sticky now. It's if I see a rack, I'm going to be sending projectiles. Hopefully I'll have the camera on. Multiple tracks here. It's pretty easy to tell him because he's fresh, real fresh. We'll catch him soon. Now I know we're not far. I looked at these tracks earlier. Truck's down the road right there. I've been about an hour going through there, so he's no more than an hour ahead of us. Quarter to 1 right now. I had a feeling he was bedded up here. And he was smart too. He didn't come straight up. He went right across this little sheer face here, and then come up around, come over, stood, looked back, circle over here, and he laid down right here. You can see he didn't even have time to melt out all the snow. And he took off running. So we gotta let him calm down, but I'm gonna have an awful time following the track because I had an awful time coming up that hill because there's barely any snow on it. It worked out quite well for him. I had my head down most of the time and I should have had it up. So I'll see if I can figure out where he took off running to. Hopefully he gets back into some snow. He's a smart booger. He's well back off the face of that. I watched the side of this for probably 10 minutes before I come across there. thinking he was laying up here, but he's got a lot of cover. Well, it's just a little after 1 now, so still got a good 3 hours. We'll let him settle down and hopefully we get a crack at him. He's just walking up this ridge. There's more tracks in here now. Be nice if that wind would pick up a little bit. Doesn't seem too concerned with me. He's just walking now. Been walking. He turned. Pretty open woods up here. Two moose just took off. That cow just barked. The buck went up through here. About a half hour. I gotta head back. Aaron seen that buck that he was after. He said it looked a nice buck. Eight pointer probably. With a doe and a lamb. He said they crossed it on the main border. The cow's still barking. I gotta get moving. I see something up there. There's a calf moose come across and another one behind it. We gotta go right towards him. That's where the buck went. Well, I'm turning around. He's still headed up Mount Everest, and I got a couple miles to get back to the truck, so it'll start getting dark soon. A lot better country over here. It'd be nice if it was a little quieter walking. It's real hard to gain any ground without sounding like a freight train. Oh, who knows? We may see the world's dumbest buck on the way down. He's definitely not the biggest buck on this ridge. That's a giant track right there. I'd like to find him tomorrow. Well, that's day 2 for us in New Hampshire. Aaron was really, really, really close. Shoulda, coulda, woulda, but we don't dwell on that. We're 2 days in. We got really close, and tomorrow I imagine we'll be in good woods all day long, because our new buddy Brian's going to take us to a mountain full of deer, I hope. But we'll see what happens. I think we'll probably kill one tomorrow.